Board members present: Janet Colucci, the President; Barbara Struger, Vice President; myself, the Secretary; Bill Heinzelman, Treasurer; and Harold Willard. The meeting was called to order at 8:05 p.m. The revised agenda was unanimously adopted. The President took the chair. The minutes of the association meeting from the 7th of January 2010 were read and unanimously approved without comment. Office announcements. Under savings, the President reported that the following savings have been achieved since the majority board membership assumption of control of the association on the 5th of January this year. These savings were as follows. Excuse me, could you please keep it down? The water charge or bill from the City of Oakland Park, $1,000 in late fees were waived. Under insurance from Smith Watson Parker, a $500 late fee was waived. Under unpaid maintenance, $3,750 was to be paid by the bank responsible for Devon 413, which is in foreclosure. Staff payroll. There was a saving of $3,800 through the free time donated to the association by Mr. Anthony Rubeo in administering the association accounts and other official business following the termination on the 5th of January this year of the office manager, Ms. Betsy Schwartz. Mr. Rubeo was warmly thanked by everyone present for his very generous and invaluable contribution to the association. Okay, recoverable expenditure. The Vice President reported it was hoped to recoup much of the excess compensation, approximately $4,700, which had been paid to Ms. Schwartz from the 12th of October 2009 until her termination at the start of this year. This was because of the board's decision to reduce Ms. Schwartz's hourly pay rate from $37.50 to $20 an hour on that date, and the fact that this had not been subsequently honoured by the then President and Treasurer. A motion to take legal action to recover this money was proposed and passed by a vote of 3-2. The Secretary cited Association Bylaw 5F to confirm the board's right to determine association staff compensation. Mr. Willard insisted that the Association Bylaw 5B, which outlines the President's roles and authority, gave him sole right to decide staff compensation. The Secretary replied by citing Bylaws 4G and 4J and Article 7, all of which emphasize the collective authority of the Board of River Shores over any one single 7 as an article in our condominium documents took legal precedence over the bylaws.
May I hold a minute, please?
Sure.
On that last paragraph he wrote, which was up on the bulletin board in Essex, we received a notice. Good effing luck.
Ooh.
So this is what we're dealing with. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Vice President reported that no reply had yet been received to a certified letter sent by the association to an owner, Ms. Nancy Feenan, requesting evidence that costs which had been incurred by the association in stationery, postage, office time, and legal fees, amounting in total to $1,846 in July 2009 to enable the failed recall attempt of 2 board members, i.e. Ms. Struger herself and myself. The Vice President reported that no reply had been received to that certified letter, as to whether those costs of $1,846 had since been repaid to the association. The association was still awaiting a reply from Ms. Nancy Feenan. A motion to pursue recovery of the sum through legal means was proposed and passed by 3 votes to 2. unrecoverable expenditure. The Secretary reported that legal fees unnecessarily incurred by the Association in connection with the illegal and unsuccessful attempt to prevent his access to the Association's records from May through July 2009 were unfortunately unrecoverable. This expenditure amounted to approximately $5,800. The President confirmed that at least $5,000 in Association funds had been lost in prior tax years from 2001 onwards through failure to submit timely tax returns and through other violations of federal tax law. Office hours. The Secretary apologized for the temporary reduction in the Association office opening hours from 15 hours to 4 hours weekly. This was attributable to the chaotic state of the Association office, its accounts and other records, inherited by the majority board membership on taking over control of the Association on the 5th of January 2010. It was imperative to introduce order into this chaos as soon as possible, particularly as a CPA had been appointed as legally required to shortly carry out an independent audit of the Association's accounts. The 2010 budget presentation. The revised 2010 budget for Roe Shores Association was presented by Mr. Anthony Rubeo. It represented total savings of $38,000 versus the original proposed budget for 2010. This enabled the monthly maintenance for 2010 to remain unchanged from 2009. The individual savings and increased expenditure in the new budget were as follows. Foreclosures and maintenance delinquencies. There was a savings of $20,000. Insurance, cable TV, office, payroll and supplies, a reduction of $36,000 in total. Utilities, $15,000 less in the new budget than the old one. Legal and accounting fees. Here there was a proposed budgeted increase of $24,000. Law and service, an increase of $4,000 was projected in the new budget. Repairs and maintenance, there was an increase of $5,000. All vote. The motion to accept the revised 2010 budget passed by a vote of 3 to 2, the Treasurer and Mr. Willard voting against. Any other business? There being no further business, the meeting was adjourned at 9:55.
Thank you, Jeremy. Okay. Oh,
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Make a motion to approve.
Yes.
Minutes.
Okay. We have a motion to approve the minutes. Can we take a vote? All right. Mr. We are voting on it. You want us to individually vote?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Get it in the record.
Let's get it in the records if that's what you want. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
We're trying to get through this meeting as quickly as we can. All right. So every single board member voted in favour to approve the minutes. So there's no need to take a record.
Wait, Harold.
Oh, he's, okay.
Okay. All right.
He would like to know how you're going to fund the 50% increase in the water bills.
Okay, I'd like to just make a comment on that if I may.
Oh, and then all of the increase in the foreclosure.
All the
Loss
what?
of income.
Increases in the foreclosures.
Oh,
The doubling of the loss of income from the foreclosures from last year.
All right, I think Mr. Anthony Rubeo would like to say something, but I'd like just to briefly respond to that. The budgeted amount for water, sewage, sewer and garbage in the original proposed 2010 budget was $145,000. This was reduced in the revised budget to, I believe, $130,000. Correct?
I think it was 135.
Sorry, 135. Thank you for correcting me. Okay. This is a reflection of the fact that in 2009.
Hey, time out, please.
Excuse me, I'm trying to respond to you. Will you just let me finish? And excuse me, you're out of order. I'm trying to finish. the amount that was spent on water in 2009 was slightly in excess of $120,000. Therefore, the proposed increase to $145,000 did not seem reasonable. What do you want to say?
Right. The average of the water bills was between $7,500 and $8,000. It is now between $12,000 and $13,000. So he's just wondering how you're going to make up that difference when you can cut the budget line to whatever you want. That doesn't pay the bill, and that's what he's questioning.
We've actually already made it up, and that is partly because of reduced staffing costs. The fact that the office is not open 15 hours a week, that's one reason. Mr. Rubeo has been working free. There's been no charge in staff time whatsoever. Chairman, what would you like to say?
Yes, from what I understand, the motion was made and seconded to accept the meetings of the last meeting.
Right.
So this discussion is mute.
Well, I agree absolutely, but I'm just trying to be fair, Mr. Willard, and
I just.
They already accepted it.
but it's up to the chairperson and the chairman to decide.
Talking about the budget that you.
Okay, you're concerned,
Okay, you're incorrect on the budget because you haven't funded the thing. You have no money coming in to take care of it.
well, okay, can I answer you?
Sure.
Okay, first of all, I don't know what your problem is. All the bills have been paid without any late fees. The new water bill that just came in, the money is there, it is being paid for. Every bill that we have is being paid for without any loans, any interest, anything. Somehow or other, we are working it out, and everything is paid for. And if you want to come up to the office and check it all out, that's absolutely fine. There is no loans, no interest, no nothing. How are we doing it? We're playing smart with money. If you can count nickels and dimes and do it the right way, everything has been paid. And you can come up the office, Harold, anytime you want, and you know it, and look over everything. And plus, there's a surplus, okay? We even have...
All right, wait a minute, we have to get something correct. There is a loan out on the insurance which they've been taking out. We could not come up with the $163,000 or whatever it was.
As far as that goes, wait a minute.
What?
In the insurance.
Wait, say that again?
There is a large increase in the insurance.
That's correct. And we paid, just let me answer it so we're clear. We paid $23,000. It went up to $163, just the wind. So it went from 106 to 163.
Correct.
We paid, well, no, we just found out, it was actually the day before we found out it was, okay.
Well, I know.
Okay.
At that time.
Well, the insurance agent didn't know, but it was going up. Okay. So we put down 23, and then instead of having the payments due on the 1st, they're going to be due on the 15th. So we put down a little bit more than was required, so we didn't have to pay it on the 1st. This way, you know, because people are starting to pay their maintenance on the 1st.
Pay it on 15.
Pay it on the 15th.
Insurance budget has gone up considerably.
You are correct, and we're going to do our very best. Right now, we're doing okay with the money. We really are.
That's right. And right now, there's also another item that you're not collecting. The 20 people can book those, which is another 48,000.
Okay, that you're wrong about. That I'm sorry. And I will discuss the foreclosures if they want tonight.
Oh, come on. You can show me. I have a list of foreclosures that have not been addressed.
You are semi-correct on that. Some of them are being addressed as we speak, like they're being sold. And I do have the list with me if they want me to bring it up now.
Yeah, let's bring it up and get it over with already.
Okay. just a second. I have to just, there's a lot of papers here tonight.
In light of Hades, he's just a lot of crap.
No, 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 it's a valid concern, it's a valid concern, I'm not disputing it. So I won't give you the apartment